All right. Happy fading Saturday. Wait, that doesn't work. Yes, it's not Sunday. We are streaming on a Saturday instead. But happy fading Saturday does not work as well as happy fading Sun's Day. But in any case, welcome to Ever the Fading Suns. Good to see so many of you already watching today. Hello, hello. LOL, aim at me. I love this stream too. Yeah, and this might be the last one in this series, but we'll start something fun new. And I've been wrong before when I thought we were at the end. So, are you hearing the music at all out there in Streamland? Let me know in the chat if you'd be so kind. I might increase it just a tad. I do love the music after all. I want to make sure we all get to enjoy it. As I know some of you would prefer to hear it than my voice. I would too, but I'll go ahead and keep chatting. Please do like the stream. Got to show them the algorithms of people who would benefit from seeing it. If you're a GGDA member, remember we have our meeting at Goes Gaming on August 12th to talk about innovative ways to produce and launch your games. So very much looking forward to that. It's a bit quiet. All right. Let me know if that changes it a little bit, if that fixes it a little bit. That might be a bit too much. We'll see. We'll see. You'll let me know, please. We do love the music and sound effects. All right. So, we're getting near end game. So, let's... Oh, I should have had the save game ready to go. Chi Kao 2. Let's go. Chi Kao. All right. So, yes. I guess this will be my official show you what's happening in the next release. I'm not going to announce an actual date for the next update, but it will be relatively soon. Yes, you can skip right out of the messages. We've already seen these messages anyway. And here are the messages that popped up. We can exit this without going through them and end the turn without it telling us we have to go back. I know of you have a lot been wanting that as an important quality of life, speed up the game, especially near end game. So yeah, these end game turns are going quickly. So, all right. More technology for the Avestites to research. I know it seems antithetical for them to be researching so much. I know we got a bunch into space carrier, got a little bit into freighter. Of course, indoctrination. That is an Avestite fave. Oh yeah, fusion beams. We need a lot of fusion beams, don't we? That is one thing the Avestites would love, beams to fuse you with. No, beams that are fusion powered. Lexius, we get all these nice relics. Healing bonus on Delphi. We should move that off Delphi. Oh no, there's been a big fight on Delphi, isn't there? Against those evil Hawkwoods. Not destroying all the symbiotes as soon as I wanted them to. And of course, we're going to get a diplomatic request from the House Hawkwood, so let's see what it is. Reject, no peace treaty. And we'll exit on out of here without having to go through all those messages. Like I said, I know a bunch of you have been wanting this. All right. So, this is our Imperial Eye Assault Lander Force. We're not going to worry about. This is a screen. Ooh, look at those Hazat. Oh, yeah, that's right. I gave the Hazat the Imperial Fleet, didn't I? That's right. That was a neat little trick. Good timing on my part to be able to reassign the fleet just when the Al-Malik went to war with me. Al-Malik. And since they lost their power, they've not been coming after us. That's right. We're going after Pyre, which is the homeworld of the Avestite Order. It's where the flame really lives. So let's see. We've got a farm here. What else have we gotten? Oh, we haven't taken it over there. That's one that's apparently... Oh, that's right. That's right. There's a noble in there. A rebellious noble. Here on the Avestite homeworld, we've got a Das Tactic Orthodox officer, Hezicast artillery, and a brother battle noble. You don't mess with brother battle nobles without bringing a little extra to the battle. So, we are indeed streaming on Steam. Thanks to all of you who are on Steam with us tonight. Once again, I will figure out eventually how to get the chat working in there. I'd love to talk with you all too. Good to see you there. This is endgame play, so I'll be starting a new series soon, show you opening moves in the not too distant future. Plus, really digging into this new update we've been accidentally teasing last time I showed it, now purposefully teasing. All right, so we have just built this anti-air gun here on Pyre because the rebels love their air unit. We're just going to sentry that to help protect that farm right there. Same with the farm over here that we've liberated. This is a good force, but we're going to reinforce it in a minute, so let's come back to it. All right, here is our Imperial Eye spy force, the troops who gave us the victory on several worlds. Yes, and the one thing to keep in mind is that when a fanatic like Prince Chi Kao wants to take over the universe, she needs strong arms to do her bidding, and the Imperial Eye was happy to fulfill that role as long as they could crush other people, or, as they see it, make the universe safe. Yes, we got all kinds of stuff. I've protected our fort here. So we're in a good defensive position right now on Byzantium Secundus. Keeping an eye on things. Not much of the Imperial Eye force here. We went after the Hawkwood force here, and they kind of wiped us out. I thought I had enough troops for it. They had some hidden troops. But yeah, we've got this blocking force. I don't think the Hawkwoods have enough troops to come after us. Now, the Al-Maliks want to come after us because I'm sure there's a lot more spies hidden here. We might be in a bit more trouble. But as long as we're just fighting the Hawkwoods, we're in good shape right now. All that diplomatic maneuvering we did early game made a difference. All right, I believe we're building a well here. Or is that a place for trace? Well, that's a place for trace. Let's build a mine here. We're not low on trace, but we are spending a whole bunch of it. I'll show you that in a minute. Don't we just love the information you can now get? Whoops, do it this way. So right now we're consuming 283 and harvesting 217. So we got plenty of trace, but it's still good to build a mine here. Build city mine. Not gonna get much metal, but gonna get plenty of trace. As you know, I like to put militia in my feast. We'll come on back to it. All right. Sentrying the troops in the chemical plant. Let's see how we're doing. We're going out on gems. Oh, we need ceram steel. Let's get some more ceram steel building, shall we? Orders, build city. Ceram steel. Yeah, we're eating that up on the spaceship for building. They take a lot. They take a lot of ceram steel. I think we're doing pretty well on electronics. We might build another one, but let's keep doing ceram steel for now. Armor, our specialty units. You're going somewhere. I don't remember where, but we'll keep going there. Aha! Camp. Oh yeah, you can. That's a good place to build stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, 19 trace. That's a great place. And militia garrison these militias. Got a spy on Istakar. All right, here are those troops we're looking at over Pyre. So we know we want to go ahead. It's not a huge addition, but we'll use it. Dive bomber, that's not bad. Let's drop this right here. We don't see any actual AA in there. I mean, officers are decent against air, 510. We do a lot of damage. Nobles, 612. He's a brother battle noble, so troublesome, but what the heck. That's a good force. I do wish I had an officer in this stack, but we'll go with it. We should be able to take out their officers with all our artillery. And, of course, our special forces unit. It's kind of the neat part of this whole arrangement. Yeah, that dive bomber should be a nice addition, even if it's taking some damage in this attack. There we go. That dive bomber took a bunch of damage in that attack. The farm is now ours. We'll go scouting ahead with the special forces. They have our best scouting ability.
Unit spotted.
Let's see what they're seeing. Oh, wow. Pestulator artillery. We know what we are bombarding from orbit, don't we? We can't get the infantry. The gunship's pretty agile, but we want that Pestulator artillery gone before we attack the ceram steel here. Nice little place here we want to get. All right, so this farm, we're actually going to start building an engineer. With some planning, I know we might want to build some more troops here, but we got a bunch of troops coming this way. I'm actually going to use my dive bomber, do a little scouting ahead.
Unit spotted.
Oh, merchant in there. Interesting. Merchants have taken over Pyre. Wow, we are seeing the sins. Horrible sins. At least that's what Prince Chi Kao is saying in her religious fervor. Yep, that fundamentalism of Chi Kao is coming through.
Unit spotted.
Bioplant, chemicals. They built up higher. Now remember, this is a random map, so this isn't what you would see in the historical gallery. So that makes, that's part of the explanation. Needless to say, I don't think the historical map for Pyre is this built up. All right, let's get our dive bomber back so we can do some healing. I think I'm gonna keep all of these. I don't know, maybe we'll move everybody who's not damaged out to the out to here, so I can maybe attack the Ceram Steel next turn if I get a lot of reinforcements. This Azol, what the heck is that relic I have? Oh, stack camo bonus. Woohoo! Let's definitely bring that out with the special forces and everybody in the lead there. That's nice. That's useful. All right, you two will sit there and heal. Salt Lander will launch and go to Delphi. All right. So now this is our screening force for the cruiser. We want the cruiser to be doing some damage to that pestulator. Whoa! There's all kinds of stuff in there, and we're going to take a lot of shooting for the pestulator. We got to go through the Tiger Lily scout tank and the gunship to get to the pestulator. Oh. All right, at least we took out the Tiger Lily this turn, that scout tank. Gunship next turn. We're going to have to be careful. That is a big stack hanging out there. A lot of stuff we don't see. Maybe a lot of partisan units. That is distinctly possible. So here's my screening force. The carrier with the fighters, and that's a great martyr torpedo bomber. Little frigate. They're going to sit there and screen the cruiser. These three will jump back to Delphi, go pick up some more troops for me. All right, so what do we have actually at Delphi to bring? So, let's first bring the assault lander on over here. We're going to have to cycle through the troops on Delphi to see what we're going to bring. So anyway, picket troops. Oh, hey. Where were you going down on Midian? Where are you fighting on Midian? Oh, no, he took out that ruin. Ruin over here. That's what we're going after. We still got one more ruin to take out. We can bring folks into the well, build up that defense force. So, Midian. Oh, Midian. It's over here. Midian, oh, Midian. That's my warlock with the... Yeah, I think a lot of people are whispering that the Avestites have been corrupted. Prince Chi Kao and the Avestites have certainly been corrupted with their association with warlocks and dervishes and symbiotes. But Chi Kao says otherwise as tentacles start growing out of her head. Yeah, I do have to say, this would be a great setting for a Fading Suns campaign. I know a lot of discussion recently about different editions of Fading Suns. Currently on the nice Ulysses Spiele one. It's set well after the Emperor Wars have ended. The thing about playing that game where you've got this religious fanatic, obviously corrupted Prince Chi Kao, ruling things in the role of the PCs as rebels against the fanatic theocracy of Prince Chi Kao. All right, anyway, dropping this force. What did I say? Oh yeah, we still got that one we want to get to. Forgot about that. All right, so let's drop down into well, load, back up, we'll come back to that. Yep. Everybody else is maneuvering on around to get over to here. Just send a huge force that way. All of my ruins attack force out of here. Yep. Coming over here. We were going for that other ruins, but we've taken care of it. So, yep, the ruin that was up here, we've cleared that out. So now we get to walk this way. Walk this way. Walk like a symbiote. Send this around. Just make sure there's nothing weird out there. Those trackers are good for spotting anything strange that might be around. Bring our air power over to the well. That and the ruins attack. These troops just hiking it on over. Mobile infantry there. Alright, lots of troops on the move to that well. You two will sit there, you're sentried. Not sure what I was building out here, probably a farm. Get to it. That looks like it's a mine. Way down there, probably is. We will get to that eventually. You are on the move. Big force that is moving not up there, but now to... That's right, that's the one that took out the Arboreum, wasn't it? Took out that Rebel Arboreum. Probably. Alright, on the move, on the move, on the move. Hey, Jason! Hey, got here in time to grant an upvote. Thank you for the upvote. Hey, yo, EBM. Great seeing you. Happy fading Saturday. Not Sun's Day. I'm talking a little bit about Prince Chi Kao's power grab and the rumors that she is now a corrupt and crazed fanatic. What do you all think? Surely she's only doing this for the good of humanity. How to serve people. An important cookbook. I mean, book. All right. Bringing these troops to the well for the attack on the ruins. I'm going to build some naval transports to get to that ruin that's out on the island. We get this one out. A nice force up there for it. You are all sitting in there. Oh, now we're on Delphi. Hello. I forgot about ruins up there. Look at that. Where are you guys? Ah, ha, ha, ha. We still got Hawkwoods to take care of. We've taken care of the bulk of their force. But, got to do a little bit of cleaning up, don't we? Wow. Is there anything in there? Goodness.
Unit
spotted.
spotted.
Quick and easy victory for my DOS tactic. Won't be as quick down there. There's an artillery unit. I'll wait for reinforcements. I'm only seeing that artillery. We really cleaned out the Hawkwoods on this planet. They were not ready for my Imperial Eye attack upon them, which was a great deal of fun. All right, all of these air units. Got a really fast atmosphere fighter here. Let's zip down and see what else might be around here.
Unit spotted.
Some quick scouting. There really isn't much around here.
Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
Yeah, and we're just going to sweep through here. As soon as we get some troops around here, that is. We can't just take these with air, but hey, we can kill with the air. We can't capture, but we can take out the stuff that's there. Assault! Pick up a strategic bomber, a dive bomber, gunship. Yeah, that's nothing. Run back into the farm to hang out, and that's better than actually bombarding them. More effective than an orbital bombardment. An engineer coming to build those internal lines of communication. You as well. Down here with you. Build those roads another route. Oh, yeah. That's right. There's gems and trace here we want, isn't there? Trace 24. Where are the gems? So, yeah, right on the trace is where we're building, clearly. Yep. Good place. Orders. Build city mine. 21 trace, 23 trace, 21 metal, 10 gems. That is perfect. Militia Legion. That's nice. That is a good needed mine here, end game. We're going through those gems. We're going through that trace. So that will help a great deal. I'm going to have that other engineer. Both those engineers go this way. Alright. This is my Imperial Eye agents on Delphi. Continuing to scout the planet. I don't know why that bug is up there. Have to research that one. Putting all these troops on around. Not much for them to do on Delphi anymore. Got relics moving around. Delphi. Oh yeah, a little Exotica. Where's the place for food? Oh. We're already in the farm. Haha. We knew that. I want to build a road up that way, so that's where we'll send this one. Alright, continue moving along Delphi. Get these engineers going. Yeah, fast travel, fast travel. Very useful. Very useful. Oh, this is my superhero stack, isn't it? This is a stack we need to get out and over to Pyre. Yeah, this is Prince Chi Kao herself with her symbiote and her dervish. You wonder why people speak, why people talk about maybe she's corrupted. Nonsense. It's all nonsense. Never heard such lies and slanders. Wow, this is the Holy Relic Force. See?
Unit
How could
spotted.
she be corrupted with that many holy relics? Or is she corrupting the holy relic? This is going to be fun. No damage whatsoever. I don't want to see. There we go. Just tore right through that mine. I mean, she's
Unit
not corrupt.
spotted.
She's about to attack
Unit
a hospital.
spotted.
What could be corrupt about attacking a hospital? Wow. There is nothing in my way here. Tempted to just use the Reaver. Symbiote into the hospital. What do you think? Could that... Wow. Tore up the hospital, too. That's funny. Could there be anything corrupt about a symbiote attacking a hospital and the bioplant next door? That could not possibly be corrupt. Wow, look at it just tear through. That is a frightening thing. Symbiotes on the march across Delphi. Merely eccentric, says EBM. Not evil, not tyrannical, merely eccentric. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to send that symbiote down to the farm. Can I take the farm? Can I buy the... Oh, yeah, 7 movement? Heck yeah.
Unit spotted.
Ooh, that might actually be a fight. Oh, I left my relics behind. That's the problem. Look at how much weaker it is without those relics all of a sudden. Yeah, suddenly I'm not as willing to do that. Yeah, what the heck? I mean, it's still just up against a militia and an anti-tank gun. All right, let's see. We're by a hospital. Well, can't get right back to the hospital. See, we attacked because symbiotes were on Delphi. See the danger when you have symbiotes on Delphi? Wow, just tore through them too. Oh my goodness. This is why you worry about symbiotes. Let me tell you. Militia Legion. Build Militia Legion. Build Militia Legion. Let's get this stack down with that symbiote, because that way it starts the turn with that massive movement bonus. And that means we can pretty well just tear through here. Actually, it's probably time for me to pick these up with those transports and get all these over to Pyre. Prince Chi Kao comes as a conquering hero. Liberating hero. Sorry, liberating. Liberating, not conquering. Never conquering. She's just liberating you against your will. I build a militia here? Yep. All right. Ah, I need to sentry that. That's right. Sentry the bioware. How much bioware I got? Oh, I got tons of biochems. I have no wetware. Prince Chi Kao doesn't believe in that kind of stuff. All right, let's see. There's got to be some good places down here for a farm. Wow. Yeah. Go to that 45 over here, I think. Where was I looking at? 45. Yep, right there. Nice. Well, these troops feel useless. Have you just seen that force go, wah! and tear right through. I might just send these troops back into the main center of Delphi. Yeah, well, they've got nothing really to do over here. Oh yes, I had a gunship too. Didn't worry about that one bit, huh? Bring the gunship down around here and take a look. Oh, an AA, yeah. Let's not have the gunship attack an anti-aircraft unit. That would not be a good plan. Bring around my trackers.
Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
Spotted stuff. Some militia in there as well. All right, garrisoning on Aragon. We took away from the hey, look at that whale over there. We took away from House Hazat. Yeah, I should build a well over there. I need to pick up another engineer in here. Do I have another engineer anywhere on the planet ready to go? Maybe, maybe not. Doesn't look so. All right. Now then, got all of these. Drop them. Where's our furthest away stack? Oh, we moved most of the further away stuff. Fur away. I had some stuff over here that was pretty fur away. Yeah. Tell you what. Split that up, not just do it as one stack. Let's drop this one down so that next turn it will pick up this assault lander. Back into space, pick up those two, drop them down, pick up whatever's way back here. Oh, anti-tank gun, flak gun, artillery. Shoot them back into space, bring them back down that well. Where was that? There it was. Group there. Picket troops will just stay. Drop you. Let's pick up something else. Oh, pick up that. Yeah, absolutely. Whoops. Load, I meant to pick up. Special Forces artillery. Shoot up, go down, also into that well. Alright, well we've got our attack force next turn against those ruins. I mean, it's not an incredible attack force. I would like to have some armor. But we do have armor, don't we? Where's that armor? Over here. Might have to use the assault lander to go pick up some of this armor to join in the fight. Oh yeah, and prevents plague and stack. We definitely want that coming along. Use that against the pestulator over on Pyre. All right, so next turn we'll have this ruin taken care of. Back here on Delphi. Oh, forgot I had the assault, the bulk hauler. Pick up some of these units. We should have had all of these go into the farm for me to pick them up. Really, I should pick up this group and bring them over to Pyre. Yeah, I mean, Delphi is conquered. Yeah. Yep. I can take it with trackers and air now. Which does remind me, I do have some air units I can take out. That's a good idea. Let's go get the air units. They're in the farm. Yep. Let's give them gunship and one of the strategic bombers. Shoot that back into space. Let's see. Do I have two assault landers here? No, I got one. Yeah, I got one assault lander. Bring you down. Start dropping you in this super force. Take some of this infantry. Artillery, infantry, let's take them both. Take that. I stopped because we wanted an engineer. Is anyone building an engineer? No. So I'm going to go up here, but I'm going to build an engineer here. And you will come up here and pick it up whenever it's ready. Let's see. Is there anything else we need to do? Oh yeah, we're checking out our archives. Go to the city info screen. Very handy thing. City info screen, very handy. And you can see what starports they're building. So go with city type. Check out the starports. All my starports are building salt landers at the front. So we're in pretty good shape. I don't think there's any diplomacy we need to do. See if the church will go ahead and promise us the votes. Give me votes in the next election. I figure they will anyway. And did I ever give them control of Delphi? You select religious control of Delphi. And let's give them money. Give you, say, 10,005. See what happens. Did I ever give them control of Delphi? An interesting question. Church. Sect. Yeah, it's almost there. We got to change that. All right. So, actually, let's look at the house screen just to be sure. Yeah, there's our power going up. Everyone else, well, Mazat went back up. We gave them the Imperial fleet. Wow, that's end game. Everyone at war with each other. Look at that. Look at that. We are the most peaceful right now. That's why they're not all attacking us. They're all fighting each other. Look at Hawkwood. Hawkwood's at war with everybody. This is why folks aren't attacking us. Okay. End turn.
House Li Halan.
Unit pay reduced. Did not get the agreement from the Patriarch. Healing bonus on Midian. Let's see. Got a Hawkwood diplomatic request, which we know we're rejecting. An Al-Malik request. Give me jungle environment. They'll give us map in from Chernobog and some money. Sure, whatever. Glad to keep you happy. Alright, here's our Imperial Eye fleet we're not worrying about. Pickets on Chernobog, pickets over Kish. Our screening force for our carrier on Pyre. You know what that cruiser is going to shoot. Oh, come on. That gunship is too agile. Man, we missed on all three shots. That's a problem. Probably going to use the air units to attack there. Well, they're going to get wiped out. There's so much stuff there. Alright, so we want to drop these troops down. You've got 2 assault landers. Let's bring them in with the main force right here. Yes. Pick you up. Shoot you back to Delphi. We really need Prince Chi Kao's force to start tearing through Pyre. Alright, the bulk hauler will land in the farm and unload. This gives us air, but not enough air. The bulk hauler on back to Delphi as well. Hey, we got a map in front of Chernobog. Let's take a look over here. They didn't tell us much of anything. Goodness gracious. I think we already knew all that. Alright, back to Pyre. Now, yeah, we know there's a lot more stuff in there. The orbital bombardment has taught us that. So, I'm going to try this really quickly. Oh, I know. Let's do the Special Forces unit with the camo relic. Let's move it up
Unit
as close
spotted.
as possible. Alright, it is a bunch of partisans and an officer. Alright. I know there's more in there as well. We really want that. Partisans have good anti-air, by the way. So we can't just do an air attack on this. Wow, elite. Oh, man, elite forces. Wow. All the religions are teaming up now to fight. Oh, yeah, they're not partisans in this game. They're Portnows. I forgot about that. Hey, now, it isn't Sunday. Hey, JW. Happy Fading Saturday. That's right. Saturday came on Sunday. Sunday came on Saturday this week. Wow, that is a heavy defensive force. That Pestulator, that's really a problem. That is really a problem. Can I bypass that? I'm tempted to just go around and go into this area. I could even go after the ruins or go after the Pestulator. Ooh, a bunch of ruins down there. That is a good force. I just move them all up there. But I do want more troops. I do want more bombarding. That's a pain. All right, so I got these. Whoops, where do I want them to go? Maybe this way to do some scouting. Do some quick scouting this way. See if we see anything interesting. Nope. Hey, some more energy on Pyre. Like I said, this is not the historic map of Pyre. This is a random map. That's why it's looking like this. Wow. I might just go after those ruins first. That's some good stuff. Let's move you out to reinforce here. Whoop! What did I do? Whoops. Pay attention to what you're doing in game. Alright. Imperial Eye, we don't need you. We are all nice and safe here. I'm going to start censuring these troops. I think we're pretty safe on Byzantium Secundus. Let's keep them all in their choke points. Keep the Hawkwoods from getting to us. As long as we can do that, we'll be safe on Byzantium Secundus till game end. All right. Kish. Do we have anything on Kish that we wanted to take off planet with us? Maybe not. Just built an assault lander. Not look like we do. Yeah, we're doing pretty well on the resources now. Let's see what we're joining the meeting. Hey, Ben Rogers. Nice to stream this early enough. It's not too late over here. If you all want, and I know some of you are interested in the tabletop game, there is an excellent blogspot campaign breakdown of Prince Charlie, as in Lee Halan, not Prince Charlie, these angels. Is it Prince Charlie's Angels? Anyway, look for it on Blogspot. One of the better campaign write-ups for any game, and definitely a lot of fun for Fading Suns. If you're interested in the RPG, check that out. All right. We should go ahead and build one more chemical plant. Can you ever have too many chemicals? That's what I ask. We'll build a chemical plant here. Build city. Chemicals. Build. Yes, that's why you need all that trace and energy. And I'm still remembering that one game where that energy shortage almost destroyed Alexius's endgame efforts. Okay. We're going to build a mine. Lots of wonderful trace here, right? 19, and we're doing really well at 38 energy. And we'll go for the trace. Build city. Mine. Build. Yes. Build a militia. Charlie's Angel. Thank you. There's the plug. Look for it on Blogspot. A lot of fun. Really fun read. Good game flavor as well. So, yeah, definitely check it out. I know a lot of you have interest in the RPG. For those of you watching on Steam, again, thank you. And for the Fading Suns, it is tied to the Fading Suns tabletop role-playing game. And I've been talking about the YouTube conversation around Charlie's Angels. C-H-A-R space L-I-apostrophe-S Angels. So look up that blog spot and enjoy learning about the tabletop RPG. All right, got my troops on Istacar. Century and garrison. All right, you were going to take that farm, and of course now kind of ran right through it. I don't know if this is going to do me any good. Might as well bring troops down. Yep, we got these air units. We already took out the chemicals. Stuff over here. Nothing. Might as well just let Prince Chi Kao's elite force go through it. Wow, 2 militia against this. I'm just going to send in the anti-infantry tanks. That's all. Yep, that was... oh, wait, we still have the chemicals up there we need to take. Shoot. Can the symbiote get there this turn? Almost. If I'd gone there instead of here, the symbiote could have taken that chemical plant. Oh, well. I'm going to walk this force back into the mine. And looking to take them off planet over to Pyre.
Unit spotted.
You all... Oh, wait. You got the ruin up there. Let's take this air up here to join in the attack on that ruins. There we go. Now we can take the chemical plant. There we go. Now I think we have taken all of the Hawkwood fiefs on Delphi. Now we can make peace with House Hawkwood and give ourselves complete safety on Byzantium Secundus. Yeah, I do not see any fiefs that I have missed. Could be an engineer walking around, but considering how badly we destroy their resources, I don't think it's too likely. That officer back in the farm. Let's build a militia here. Just when we were thinking we'd need chemicals, look how many chemicals we captured. We just got 9 points. Okay, not a huge amount. Garrison that. Wait there. Garrison that. Garrison that. Oh, God, I had this other gunship. Move it up here with the other air units. Oh, that's right. All the air units are going on up to the farm up there. Take you on up here. Everyone going for ruins. Sentrying. You're just building road. Militia Legion here. Sentry all that food. Okay, you are building road. That relic goes into the starport where we have a new assault lander. Healing, well, yeah, that is something we definitely want on. Definitely want on Pyre. Is there any other troops around here? Should be building a tracker legion here. No, we want that on Pyre sooner rather than later. We go after the Pestulator gun if we have that in place. Okay, I think I'm going to leave all of these troops in the mine and just sentry them now that we've got Delphi pacified. Sentried. You are going to continue scouting. There's lots of good stuff down there. Yeah, let's head down. Let's see what we can find down here. Oop. Together. Oh well. Okay. My road building. Oh well. Not doing a great job with my internal lines of communication this time. War-wise, do the mission use regular firearms? We let you define that. We don't specifically say. I mean, if you look at the art, obviously those look like some ramped up slug guns. Oops, that's not a militia. Where's my militia? There's a militia. There's a militia. So yeah, look at the art. That's definitely a ramped up slug gun. Actually, might not even be that ramped up. Looks pretty cumbersome. However, remember that in the Fading Suns universe, we talk about all these different levels of technology that different planets can be on. You can self-define them as having halberds and swords if you want. And I find that a lot of fun. But yeah, the art itself shows them carrying some big old nasty retro-looking slug gun. Retro-futuristic, I guess is the term. A retro-futuristic slug gun. But you are quite within your rights to define them as carrying spears and halberds if you so desire. I like to think of it that way sometimes. JWF, do I have a regular starting planet or favorite house to play? They're all a lot of fun. I've talked before about how they each have their own challenges. The Lihalan tends to be the easiest, especially in multiplayer. And then it gets harder as you go across the selection screen. Al-Malik is definitely the hardest of the houses to play, but really those are minute differences. A lot of it's in style of play. I like the Hazat a lot. That's a fun starting position. Hawkwood has some interesting challenges. Dekados is always amusing. I tend to default to Hazat for testing, but man, Dekados is a lot of fun to make work. All right, so centering that unit again, centering that unit. Moving these around. Took care of you already. Moving you along to build up those roads. Eventually we'll have a big force there to deal with that ruins. All of these on Delphi. Is it time? Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and get Prince Chi Kao. It's time to deliver Prince Chi Kao to Pyre. That is where Prince Chi Kao. Often, end game, you'll often have your prince on, your most powerful nobles on Byzantium Secundus to ensure you have somebody there to vote as you're battling. In this game, we've pretty well got Byzantium Secundus under control, so I feel it's more thematically appropriate for Chi Kao to end up on the Avestite homeworld of Pyre. LOL Aim at Me says Dekados is my favorite, JWSY. And Ben Rogers notes that there's a new Charlie's Angels post up on Blogspot, so check that out. All right. We were landing. Where were we landing? Oh, yeah, we're landing wherever. I think I put everyone in the mine, didn't I? Oh, yeah, that's where everybody is. All right, so I have to drop these one at a time, huh? How many units do I have in that mine? Oops, Pyre. I didn't mean Pyre, I meant Delphi. So let's look here. Sorry, here. So we can drop two of those assault landers. Let's drop the two assault landers first. Assault lander, drop them on in. To the mine. We're definitely putting Chi Kao and her dervish into one of these, and we're taking a couple of relics in the other one. Let's take the let's see, agility bonus. Let's take the agility bonus and the attack bonus. Attack defense bonus. Rod of Smiting, the thing that started it all. She found that. Gave her vision of what she needed to do for humanity. These to Pyre. Bringing all the holy relics to Pyre. Now we'll also take the freighter. We'll drop it in here. We'll take the symbiote. And the other relics? Stack event. Yeah, she'll take her stack defense bonus with her too. Putting them in an armored freighter is nice. Or an advanced carrier. LOL Aim at Me says, for the Dekados, you have to play crafty since you're the first wave from Byzantium. In a multiplayer game, you aren't prominent. You also have a lot of access to Exotica. Brazil War Beast strat. Strat. Fun, not meta. Yes, Bill War Beast. That was my end of game Alexius strategy in the last one. Alexius riding in a battle on a Zil War Beast. The game has very good asymmetrical design on the historical map setting. Thank you, LOL. That was the goal. I mean, the goal is not to have everyone start equal. I want each position to be different and interesting, balanced, but definitely not equal. All right, so we brought that. Oh, we still have an assault lander at Delphi. Well, we have to move one of these freighters out of here in order to have room to bring it in. So let's bring a freighter back to Delphi. Break the turn. I didn't realize I had one more assault lander still on Delphi. Drop that in the mine. We're about to fight a bunch of infantry, I saw. All those partisans and the like. Normally I'd load up the pit bulls and the wolverines. Oh, we should load up that wolf. Anyway, but this time we're going to take a couple of reapers. Because we are seeing a lot of infantry there. Now we've got a really good force coming to Pyre. Next turn. All right. Picket force over Delphi will sit. Picket force over Aragon will sit. Picket force over Midi will sit. All right, we've got that. Well, let's see now who's my most distant unit to bring in. Relic, definitely want that relic. Definitely want that pit bull. That's right. I said I want to do that attack this turn. We could bring in one more assault lander's worth of troops by moving out these 3 assault landers. By having these 3 assault landers, they're ready to... Yeah, I'm not going to worry about this. Let's just go with what I got. This is a great force to attack a ruin. You got a little bit of armor. You got a noble with a lot of infantry supporting it. Artillery got a lot of air. Here we go. Into the ruins. Oh boy. Found some old rebels against willing to go to war against Prince Chi Kao. Man, that army's getting pounded. Oh, of course, there's an anti-tank unit in there. But a lot of PTS. Those all out. All right, combat done. That was quick and easy. And as you know, I like to send my noble to explore. Ancient knowledge of space carrier that we were about to develop on it. All right, that's fine. That is fine. We'll start looking at event space carrier. LOL, aim at me. All right, well, here we go. JW says, what is the Zil War Beast anyway? Lore-wise, is that a native creature that is genetically modified? Zanzite, hey, you can probably do some evil strat with War Beasts and Plague Bombs since they're immune to them. Shh! That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. Drop the Plague Bombs and have the War Beast ravage. Not something I found in the manuals, but my idea with Zil War Beast is a genetic abomination mutated from symbiote DNA to be a subservient creature of war. Couldn't find a reference to it in the first edition Face and lore books either. Would love if somebody could find anything in TTRPG related to it. Now, as you remember, in the lore books, we talk about all these horrors that were created during the Emperor Wars that the church, once the Emperor Wars were over, screamed about, and the houses destroyed or hidden basement. Zil War Beasts are a perfect example of that. Make of that what you will. Yeah, you won't find much about the Zil War Beasts in the books on purpose. It's kind of that example of how horrific the force got. And yes, that Plague Bomb Zil Beast strategy is intended if you want to really play nasty in this game. All right, now you got a whole bunch of folks now to lift off planet and start heading over to. Yes, I know there's still a ruin on an island, but I need the transports to do that. We were upset that before we went after Icon and we got driven away. Prince Chi Kao remembers that slight. And it is time to regain Icon. So, Noble. Yeah, sure, Relic. Warlock. Banshee. Special Forces. Infantry. Let's get them all up into space. Fly them to Icon, which next turn will be mine. You know what? I'm realizing I haven't scouted recently. I'm going to send this there to make sure there aren't any spaceships waiting for me. All right, good. Just the church and the league. That's a pretty scary church fleet. Let's say Levy. All right. We got a frigate as an escort. We're all hitting Icon. All right, that's going to be good attack force to go drop on Icon next turn. All right, you're going to sit here until I get that engineer. You can go ahead and get that tornado. Yeah, let's get you joining on Icon. Good idea. We need some AA in that force. Speaking of AA, put you on there. You can take the Icon. Bad idea. Okay, now we have taken out that well. I think we're going to move to the starport now, since we are building an assault lander there, or have built an assault lander there. And that assault lander can put these two on it and take off into space. You can also join the attack on Icon. Wow, we are going to have some serious vengeance next turn on Icon. Ah, and now we've got our boaty boat. All right, let's pick up everyone over at the electronics factory, shall we? You know, we should build a few more transports. Build naval transport. Okay. So now everyone's coming down to the chemicals. Or electronics? Electronics, what I said. What did I say? Yes, to the electronics. Yep, nice force in action. I still got that one. Oh, that one can't take off this turn. Should probably bring the two trackers up there. Next turn, bring trackers over as well. Trackers are always great exploring new planets. Caleb, off topic. Why are there no eschatonics on Stigmata in the historical map? Dark Ages, like there is in lore. So yeah, the eschatonics obviously were a major role in defeating the symbiotes and thus do have a strong place on Stigmata. We wanted to go with the brother battle motif for Stigmata and really just focused on that being the brother battle sect. I know other sects show up there. But yeah, the focus on that was just to have it be brother battle for the game. The idea being it's just a lot of fun if you try and do anything in Stigmata, suddenly you realize you're up against the brother battle everywhere you turn. Alright, leave everything here to heal. And get picked up by transport in the future. Around. Some more of you know my war. Oh wow, it's a great place for some engineers to go. War on Fog of War continues. I guess the counter to Zil Warbeast is high accuracy with direct attacks. Dervishes, though I think they've got some side defense. Yeah, direct attacks. Yep. I mean, it's really fun end game when you've got those hover tanks battling Zil Warbeast. It's just a great image in my mind. And in play. All right, we got all kinds of stuff down here. Goodness. Got a 40 energy. We got decent food. 50s in a mine. All right. 62 in that mine. Holy cow. Yeah, we want to build a mine over there. All right. I miscalculated that one. All right, all these troops moving back. LOL, aim at me. Well, first of all, JW says, how do dervishes kill things in lore? Yeah, read through, oh goodness, I wrote their psi powers in the books. And the name is just escaping me. I can't believe the name of their psi powers are escaping me. Oh my goodness. It's not the Path of Sothor, obviously. That's the space heresy. Soma. Read the Path of Soma. LOL, aim at me. Air is also good. That's true against Zilwerbeast. Great point. It has an air attack, but it's not great. And I just love the idea of Zilwerbeast bounding up in the air to attack a gunship. Is it telekinetic? Is it mind burn? Is it energy blast? Is it vaporize? No, it's enhanced physical abilities that make them such wonderful ultimate warriors. So, I mean, you can consider it a combination. We do have mind blasts in the game at a higher level of telepathy, so you can check those out as well. Really, they're in EFF, they're combined psychic stats. So read through the psychic powers. In Hazat tradition, they mainly focus on Soma. But in this game, consider any house can have them. They're kind of using all the psychic powers. Hope that clarifies. So just like the game is one with combined arm tactics, so two is you can consider the dervishes to be combined psychic units. So we don't spell it out to that tactical a level. Not ending my turn because I want to look at what I'm building all my spaceports. Oops, didn't want the group finder, I wanted the city finder. Archive city finder. City type. Alright, starports. All my starports need to build stuff. Build more salt landers. Wait a minute, you know what else I can build? Where's that? Midian. I'll build another salt lander at Midian. Yes, I can build carrier. Let's do that at Aragon. We'll build a carrier. Delphi will build another assault lander. Aragon, we will build a carrier. Oh, what am I lacking? Oh no, my Saran steel is down? What the world? I need 30? I'm running out of Saran steel. Okay, well, I'll buy the Saran steel. What's my Saran? Wow! What happened? Holy camoli. I was not keeping a close enough eye on that. When you're building spaceships, you need Saran steel. Salt landers seem to be too expensive. But the ability to land anywhere without taking damage really speeds up your assaults. So that's the balance. With the freighters, you have to be back in cities every so often to heal them back up if you're trying to drop them in front of folks. With the salt landers, yes, the ability to drop them wherever you want is so valuable, especially in multiplayer. All right, so we've got to do a little bit of buying. Delphi, Agora, trade. Saran, they got no Saran steel at that Agora. Uh-oh. Maybe that's why I just bought up Aragon. Oops. Aragon over here. And the Agora, trade. There we go. Now we got some ram steel. Let's buy all that. That was scary. I've been using that stuff up. Clearly I needed more ram steel generators. Let's see. Kish. Agora. Trade. Ram steel. Purchase. Got me back up where I need to be. I need a few more engineers building the ram steel. Thought I had that all under control. Okay. Wait a minute, you know what else I can do? Just because I can? Let's take it also. Oh, there, he purchased all of theirs. What about Istakar? Do they have any there? Oh, it's end game. Everyone's needing, everyone needs the ram steel. Yep. All right. All right, let's end turn.
House Li Halan.
Okay, so space frigate. Let's get someone researching space frigate. Psychosonic manipulation. Psychopharmacology. We had a lot of researching space carrier. Another one on fusion beams. Ah, got indoctrination. Means we can get liturgical ritual. These elections next turn. Hazat, diplomatic request from the Hazat. Give me all your votes. Reject. Lockwood. Reject. Exit. All right. Next turn, we got our Imperial election. One of the player characters in the Charlie's Angels campaign, Andrew mentioned, is the House Thana dervish in service of House Li Halan. That's twisted. Holy cow. So, Ben, what psychic paths has that dervish followed? Airbug. Pickets. All right, here's all our stuff on Icon, ready to come down. Revenge! So last time we came down at that mine. Tempted. It just comes straight down the fort. I mean, we've got a power force here. Way up. Where is that? That's probably where the palace is. We think the palace is down here. I don't know where the palace is. I should have explored this planet more. Where do we think the main center will be? Not here. There? Here. I bet there will be. If I drop here, I'm sure there's going to be a PTS gun hitting. Could use one of the assault landers with something minor on it, like this one with an anti-air gun. That's a good idea. Alright, how many TTS guns do we face? Alright, that missed. Whoa, that hurt. Indeed. This map looks kind of like Europe, Italy, Mediterranean. I can see that. Yep. North Africa, Spain. Yeah, it does actually look like a Machiavelli the Prince map where you're trading on around, heading over to Novigrad. Over here is England. And there be giants. Not giants, dragons. Yeah, it does look like North Africa and the Mediterranean. You're right. That's pretty cool. I love what random map generator can create. Yep, there's Spain. There's Portugal. And all our way up to Norway. Anyway, sorry, we're looking at icon. There's the starport. That's got a PTS gun. Ram steals. Oh, there's of course that PTS. What we want to do, drop way over here. Oh, we got to take our mine back. That's what we should do. Grab that mine again. All right. We're pretty much going to be sacrificing this PTS gun, or that AA gun. Hey, we're not seeing anyone in the shield. Oh, there was somebody in it. Partisan just wiped me out. Oh well, that hidden partisan. Hey, Levy. All right, centering. Yep, there's that ceram steel we just purchased. You know what you're building here? Orders. Build city ceram. We got all that trace. Okay, centering. Alright, here we are back over on icon. I'm going to drop this assault lander down now. Going after that mine. Going onto the mountain. Alright, good news. In there. It's all air. That's hilarious. We should have. Now we need that other AA gun, don't we? We were just talking about how we needed more AA, weren't we? That's what we're up against. Warlock at least can tear some air stuff out of the air. Ba-dum-bum. Yeah, we can take that. We'll take some damage, but as long as we don't suddenly discover an army of partisans there, we should be all right. Yep. I mean, those dive bombers and strap bomber are in trouble. Fanatics are always nasty. This fanatic will go quickly. All right, here we go. Pull me up. Wow, I lost a lot more than I expected. You can't capture that air, so that's going to continue harassing us. And at least our noble and warlock survived. Warlock could capture the air. That's right. He captured the air. Lovely. That's hilarious. Go warlock. Gotta love it. Oh, sorry, I missed some good conversation. The path of the character of the House Thana Dervish, or Weiss, which is energy manipulation, the sensory one. Oh, yeah. So with the energy manipulation, that can be deadly. Very interesting. One of the out of the 6-player characters in the current game, we have 3 psychics and a theurgist. Wow. That's your own dervish army right there. The likeness is awesome. Shows the power of fractal. Exactly, a loyal aim to me. Yay for random maps. Alright, now. I want to move the... What do I want to build here? I need to build... I guess we're seeing the issue with the air, so let's build anti-aircraft here. Let's move all of you back onto here. Put you back into assault landers. Let's shoot up these 2 assault landers. Now we have to stay away from the ceram steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over to there. And then they got to walk over to that ceram steel to attack. Frustrating. These 3 3 are all going to go back towards having an assault lander fleet gives you a lot of flexibility. 6 cents is the century pass. Thank you, Zen. JW asks, why are some of the unit picks artwork and some are 3D rotating icons? So where there's people, so first of all, remember that we made the art in 96, the game launched in 97. Back then, trying to use 3D renders for people ate up a lot of bandwidth, a lot of your processing speed. So it's much easier to do these more, this looks like it's curved, but it's really a bunch of lines, a bunch of polygons. And it's much easier to render something like this. So you'll notice vehicles and have the, are going to have the 3D renders like that, where they eat up less of your processing power back in 97. And the people here will be, well, that was a 3D render, but yeah, that's the people will be hand work. John Bridges, great stuff. Love them. Oh, sorry, these weren't John. Who did these? They were based on John's concept art. Oh, Bryce Nakagawa. Bryce Nakagawa did these, yeah. Ed Pike might have done some. Yeah, Ed might have done some. Ed and Bryce. That answer the question, JW? All right, now you all will start heading to the Ceram Steel next turn. That will sentry. You will stay there as a picket. You're there defending my cruiser, and there comes the cruiser. Now we've got some help. Let's wipe out some of this stuff. There we go, much better. Ah, shoot, really? All right. Really expected them to take care of that. Is that the oh, that's the camo bonus. We're gonna drop that one back. What we got in here? A little bit of air. Air's not too strong anymore. That pestulator's the main problem. We don't have any of the anti-plague things, do we? We've got the planet-wide healing bonus. Let's send you, make sure I got the right one here. Send you back into the farm. What do I want to use for this attack? Clearly we don't want Prince Chi Kao or Dervish to risk the pestulator. We could just bring the air. Not a bad idea. We already got some anti-air in there. And get the anti-infantry. And then the 2 relics. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, this will be no problem. Now that I've got all those relics in there, this should be an easy attack. All right, we've got camo bonus, which you don't really need. Strength bonus and agility bonus. Yeah. Agility bonus is really good for this because the pestulator is more likely to miss with their higher agility. All right, let's go in. Take that Ceram Steel pretty quickly now. A lot of partisans, or a lot of hidden partisans. We got that pestulator quickly as we wanted to see. All right, let's see if anyone got the plague. Yep, one of my anti-infantry ones got the plague. Gonna move it way away from everyone else in hopes of bringing on the one of my anti-plague relics here quickly. Could have been worse. Could have definitely been worse. All right. Now, We still have these 4. You want to go after the chemical plant? Yeah, with that rocket artillery. Heck yeah. All right, so now we want to bring these 2 relics. What else do we want to bring? Special forces and an infantry. So let's see here. Infantry, relic, special forces, dervish. No, we still have 1 more salt lander. See how handy the salt landers are for these attacks? Those 3D models are so cool though, especially for when we released it. Curious if future game updates would even consider replacing 3D renders with more artwork. No, we're not going to change those anytime soon. We love those. Plus, what you have to remember is the modders are doing their own art now. We don't want them to feel they'll have to do 3D if what they want to do is 2D. This wasn't originally intended, but one of the things I like now is that modders feel they can put in whatever art they feel is appropriate. If we just went 3D, there'd be this kind of expectation they should be 3D. But we definitely want the modders to do what they want to do. Young gamers might not realize, because of all the technical advances in the last 30 years, but this is extremely graphical and technically impressive for its era. Those tank models you see, we had decent computers at our office. I mean, they're not the highest end of the time, but they were strong. We had to leave them overnight rendering to render those tank models. I mean, something like this. I mean, my computer now could render this in minutes. Computers back in the day, we left on overnight to do it. Bizarre to think of. All right, who else do we want to bring in this attack? Maybe another infantry. And, artillery. We need some artillery in this attack, don't we? Yeah. You both in here. You both on that last salt lander. Can I bring 2 in here? Thought I brought infantry along too. Apparently not. Okay, now, so we brought all these guys. We took the ceram steel with their help. Now they come back. Well, let's look at all these. Bioplant, borium. Yeah, we're going after the chemicals there. All right, so they go up. Oop, too much in space. All right, so 2 of these go up. 2 of these come right back down, right here. Actually, we should have done it here so anyone who retreated would retreat there, not into the bioplant. Oh well. Now you 2 will go up, you 2 will come down here. We still have a freighter up there? Yeah. Oh! Holy cow. Drop you in the ceram steel. Really love that Reaver to join in that attack. And that's my movement bonus, right? No, that's my defense bonus. Well, you definitely want the Holy Relic in this. Alright, you join as well. Alright. Whole force. Let's tear up the chemical plant. This should again be a nothing attack, courtesy of all those holy relics. I'm tempted. Oh, I don't know if AA. I was tempted to send this troop against the ruins immediately, but we don't have enough AA to go into ruins right now. So, next turn. John Bree's art was so fundamental to my perception of the known world when I first discovered Fading Suns. Thanks, Ben. Yes, love his work. Speaking of plague, do multiple hospitals on one planet stack at countering it? More hospitals mean more units kept healed, so in a way they stack. Yeah, exactly. Hospitals give their bonus to the folks in them. Do they give a global bonus as well? I have to look again. We've gone back and forth on that so many times. All right. Let's see here. Bioplant, gunship, and a dive bomber. And us with no AA. Oh, I forgot I had all these air units. Go up the rocket artillery with. Shoot. I forgot that part of my plan. Now, with those holy relics, these guys are really no problem. Yeah, those holy relics make a huge difference in these kind of attacks. Quickly, Prince Chi Kao just stares through. Oh, darn it. That gunship's going to be... See, now I can't capture it. Nope. Oh, well. C'est la vie. Okay. Well. That was a good reliberating pyre. We need to find that cathedral on pyre. I once held an old professional GPU from the 90s. It was used for 3D rendering. It was so huge. Maybe not modern GPU size, but it was massive. It cost like a few grand back in the day, too. Yeah, we were not using that one. We had good machines, good processing, but yeah. We were not necessarily top of the line. All right, build anti-aircraft. Build anti-aircraft. Build anti-aircraft. Build. What do you think? Anti-aircraft. Okay. Move all of you into here. Because we could have brought that AA gun along, but it's pretty damaged. Let's see, where are we going to go next on Pyre? Tempted to actually go after the ruins. Sure. Let's put Tornado and the Flak into the freighter. That up, down to the chemicals. Load. These all can go join an attack on the ruins. Everyone should get a little healing in. Alright, I like that. I move a couple of these air units on into the Arboreum. Just give it some extra defensive presence. Sentry that. You know what? I'm going to move the Holy Relic to here. Just to give a camo bonus to my assault landers. Just in case something weird comes through here. All of you will sit here and wait for pickup. Oh, gotta head these units. Move you all on into there as well. You sit there. All right, this force is waiting for going after the ruins on Delphi. Sure, everyone into chemicals. Wait, no, you want to go up. Hold on. Let's finish building the road, as Mr. Bull would say. Alright, now, all of you start going up this way. You'll garrison. You're going that way. Oh, you all have the movement bonus. I didn't need that move. I should have taken that movement bonus with me. Oh well. Well. Makes it easier for the engineer to build this road and keep going. Is everything up in space to pick you guys up over Delphi? Yes. You down. And the mine, right? Yep. Put the relic. Reaper. pit bull and a wolverine together. These moving up here. You continuing to move. You continuing to move. Gunship moving. Moving. Sentry. You in here for that assault lander's ready. Move you one at a time now to build roads. Some good stuff down there. Send you in different directions. Scouting with engineers, never the best plan. I've already scouted before I sent them out and about. Scouting with a spy. Along. You're building food. Orders, build city, farm, build, yes. Right, let's take Saran steel out, to be honest. Ben Rogers says, I sometimes spend so much time focusing on finding ruins and looting relics in this game. The politics bit feels like an annoyance. I love people playing the game the way they want it to play. I've actually been debating building a mod where the relics... I'm sorry, not the relics. Where the vote scepters are hidden in ruins, so it is a race for the ruins. Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. That's the one that's been in my mind, on my mind recently. I'm gonna. Should I just drop you? Yeah, I'm gonna drop you here on the farm. Yep, and just have you sit there till we can carry folks out of here. All right, picket force will sit. Picket force will sit. Outlander on Midian. Let's pick some folks up. Flat gun and an anti-tank gun. Picket force. Where you're walking, but you're walking somewhere. All of the Midian units. Someone's going to the electronics factory, wait for naval transport for that one last ruin on the planet. Just sit there. Definitely taking these trackers to Icon. That'll be very handy there. Again, trackers on assault landers explore a lot of the planet for you. Another benefit of the assault lander strategy. When I play Ducatos, though, it's all about the politics, says Ben Rogers. Absolutely. That is the goal. All right. Nice little ruin assault force here. Building up. And we get enough naval transports, this will be an attack force. Alright, let's get you back over to wherever that is. Place for farm. Scouting war on Fog of War. Man, lots of good stuff out here. Okay, where was I going to build the mine? 62. Absolutely. 62 and a 64. Holy cow. But they're competing with the energy. But, say la vie. If I build a mine there, I'd have to have a naval transport build my offshore well there, or my hydropower plant, or my solar collectors. Building a bunch of road down here so I can finish. All right. We're good. Oh, check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're good on all the starports too. So let's end the turn now.
House Li Halan.
Here's the vote. Chi Kao. Pay reduced. Side collection. All in heart. Exit. Thought. Romantic quest. Reject. Hawkwood. Reject. Shadows. Reject. Malik. Reject. Alright. In a recent Hawkwood game, I found a 6 scepter on a planet I invaded. It was remarkable how much an extra vote really shifted the balance of power, especially in multiplayer. Yeah, that can make a neat impact. Much easier to get a majority, or no, sorry, not a majority, plurality, which is all you need. All right, where do I want to drop these? So we've already taken this. Oh, big old force coming my way. Look at that. Wow. That is a big old force coming my way. Everyone left that Ceram steel, apparently. Tempted to let this force come in, take that mine, and all of these troops wander on around and go get this ram steel so they can move up through here. That might be the big rebel force on the planet. I should take that plague and stack. Pyre. Well, I got it here. What the heck? All right. Yeah, I'm going to move these troops quickly.
Unit spotted.
Oh, they got a stealth tank in there.
Unit spotted.
A wraith tank. Man, they got some good stuff in there. Midian. Got a whole bunch of folks on Midian ready to go. Oh, wow. Yeah, if we get that PTS gun out, we can kill that PTS gun. That makes it a lot easier to bring my Saltlanders to bear here. All right. A little bit of scouting. They definitely have to land this turn. Yep. Bring him on in to heal. Okay, Sentry. Kish. I need folks to take off. Okay. Still haven't decided we want to bring these down. Wish I can't bring them that close to there. I could have a little defensive force in the mine. You know, tempted to risk it. As long as I don't have both of them hitting me, I should be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's actually... I'll still get hit by the one in the Ceram Steel. I'll hope that this one hasn't moved up. Let's try it. We're going to drop this one. Doesn't have two... Okay, that's the one attack. Yes! We only had the one attack. That's what we wanted. You back over to Midian. That was very good. I'm going to separate the forest because he's moved so slowly. Got to move them up ahead. That puts us at risk if these folks come in after us. We're counting on the fact that they're going to stay with the SP anti-air, which is going to slow them down through the woods. Hopefully keep them from attacking. Okay. Now, the other ones we're going to bring down here. Watch this. Saltlander with trackers. Look at how much we discovered. That's glorious. The true enemy in the game is Fog of War. All right, shoot that back into space and bring it right back down. Let's look up here. Very good. Look at that. And now we'll unload them. We've discovered a huge amount of the planet with just those two bumps. Again, the Saltlander benefit. All right. Screening force. All right. Attacking down here. Goodness, again, we got our elite force, and it's doing the job. Actually, you don't want to use the cruiser just yet. We need to find stuff to attack. How's this thing doing? It's healed! Woohoo! Not bad.
Unit spotted.
Got an enemy fort here. I wonder how heavily strengthened that fort is. All right, we're going to probably do some scouting by orbital bombardment. Ah. Got troops coming after my farm over here. Whoa, with a PTS gun in it. Means they're moving slowly, but it protects them from that cruiser overhead. And it makes it hard for me to reinforce as well over here. Sneaky, sneaky. We need to bring our air units over here, however. Our air could tear that up. I mean, yeah. We need to bring our air to this farm. What air do we have on the planet? And we've got some. Let's see. There's those and that. Yep, that's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Those to join. Ooh, more ruins. Nice. All right. Those three probably aren't enough. That might be enough to kill it. Dive bomber, a strat bomber, and a gunship walk into a bar. Might be. We'll see if anything else is revealed. Okay. Where do I want to bring my elite force? Oh, we wanted to go after the ruin. Darn it, I'm sorry I took away that air. That's right. I was going to bring all of those for the attack on the ruin. It's over here. Nobody can reach this turn. Oh, the camo bone. Oh, that's the planet-wide healing bonus. Oh, I moved the planet-wide healing bonus. There, I guess gonna leave it there. Whatever. This is an elite stack. And I hate not having the artillery. Maybe I'll take 2 turns to go after the ruin since it is Prince Chi Kao. Yep. All of them there. Yep. Okay. Do we have more stuff in space to reinforce them? Yes, we do. Drop them one at a time. I've got to take 3 of these back into space in order to free up space for the next one to come down. And now we've got... This should be a no problem attack. Oops, that one isn't contributing, but we have this one for AA. Not as much AA as we would have liked in this stack, but hey. And we don't have enough movement. Probably have to drop the SP artillery. Yeah, if we drop our the only anti-air we've got left, then it's no problem. What a waste of this stack for the turn. Too funny. And we don't want to go in without the anti-air, even with all our bonuses. Here. Go pick those folks up and move them somewhere. Okay, tornado, artillery, flak, anti-tank gun, artillery, anti-tank gun, reaper, artillery. Put all that in crowded space. All right, we still have the attack here. Not going to bother with the fort. You know that there's not AA. Anti-ship weapons up there north of the palace. All right, here. We're going to shoot this. Well. Oh, goodness. Yeah, do that again. He's got a battleship in the well. Holy cow. That's a battleship in the well. Oh, we got one more shot. We had the movement bonus. Didn't do much against that battleship. All right, pickets. Pickets. We'll come back to you all on Midian. Okay. We're just going to leave that there and fortify. You take all these off, but we want to take that ruin first, so we'll wait. We'll wait. Everybody's moving up the road. Yeah, we have a good ruin attack force here. Long. Right. Put that tracker in there. Get off the assault lander. Taking that one down. No, I'm tempted to take the Chernobog. Let's play some Chernobog with the tracker and assault lander. Again, exploring by engineer, not a good time. Not some great mining down there. Garrisoning, continuing to build internal lines. You will sit here and wait to be through an attack force. Move. On the move. Build another naval transport here. Tracker and a scout tank on this. Forgot those two were sitting there. Alright, let's get all of you boarding ships. I'm ready to go after the ruins soon. Ships. Okay. Yep, that's a good mine. Orders. City mine. Build. Yes. Militia. Build. Alright, you're just sitting there. Lots of orders. You are sitting there. Actually, why don't I have you move up to there?
Unit
See
spotted.
him. He's got good camo. 11, yeah. Probably won't be spotted by himself. Okay. Yeah. Leave these folks over Midian for now. Yes, end turn. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Somebody's at war. I become Emperor of the Fading Suns. That's what I'm clicking through. All right. Chi Kao of House Lihalan has become Emperor of the Fading Suns. Exit messages, and there we go! Chi Kao of Leslie Halon wins! You heard it here first! Alright, 2-hour stream to finish that up. Thank you all for joining me. I'm bleary-eyed. I'll be starting a new campaign soon. Chi Kao, Leslie Halon. What I love about this end screen, some people said it's not really spectacular. The opening cinematics, they're expecting something like that when you end. But the whole idea of this is, yes, you're emperor. Yes, you control all this. But this is supposed to be symbolic of now there's a whole lot more work to do. Of course, that's where the Fading Suns game comes. But really, the war has just torn up the known worlds, and it's up to you to rebuild it. A new age of darkness begins. Very good, EVM. It is the Prince Chi Kao tyranny. Yeah, it would be a fascinating campaign to do in tabletop. All right. Anyway, I'm done for the day. Thank you all for holding with me while we did it. Thanks to all of you on Steam who joined us. This is the end game. And yes, Chi Kao of House Leon wins and humanity maybe loses. Religious fanatic in charge, corrupted as well. I, for one, welcome our benevolent new rulers. You're here. Check that out. Making print okay, and see this calling you to go ahead and play the tabletop game. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Oh, of course, the credits. There you go. The credits at the start are for the original EFS, and then further down, you'll see the credits for the enhanced version. So why don't I just let these roll? Thanks for the stream. Congrats on the win. Thank you, EBM. I will let this roll for a little bit. And go ahead and turn off my camera. I'll get a big drink of water. All right, thanks everyone. Enjoy the music.